Hey, good morning. Welcome back. It is Saturday morning here. I'm still trying to catch up on the Tellonym videos. I'm going to try to record a few really quick and then get upstairs to work on my closet. I have my Fitbit charging, so that's why I figure now is a good time to record. So these general, like part 11, part 12 coming up sections or recordings might be a little bit out of order for the questions, but I don't think it matters too terribly much. So that being said, let's hop into part 11 of some general questions. First question on this edition. Obviously, it's your body, your health, your money, and you can make whatever choices you like, but the choices you make are what put you in the situation you're in. So don't complain about being overweight and low on cash when you could have easily used the money you spent on junk to pay for therapy and weight loss surgery. Hell, you could even have your own private chef and personal trainer with the amount of money you spend on takeout. Amberlyn says, not being able to pay $30,000 plus right now does not mean I am low on cash. Yeah, that $3,000 a month that she said that she spent on like takeout is absurd. She could absolutely have like a personal chef and a personal trainer for $3,000 a month. At least one or the other, if they're high end. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, being able to pay $30,000 doesn't mean she's low on cash, but she has started these other avenues to earn income because she was doing the outpatient surgery. She wanted to pay for that. But then we found out that she's not doing that. So I don't know. I mean, she's just making extra cash. I just thought this one was funny. Are you a grocery bag? Amberlyn says, no, I am a beanbag in a hurry. This is, of course, a callback to when they were leaving. Remember if it was a casino or a restaurant and Amberlyn was leaving and walking kind of quickly and a guy in the background was like, well, there's a beanbag in a hurry. It's mean, but it's also funny. Remember when you said you're bisexual? Is that still true? Amberlyn says, I never said I was bisexual. I don't really have a label for myself. If I did, pansexual makes more sense. I seem to recall her possibly saying whenever her and Becky broke up, when she started dating Wifey, that she thought she might be bisexual. I seem to recall that in a live stream, but those live streams are so long that I don't want to go back and try to dig through to find it. If anybody has that clip, let me know. I don't consider myself part of the haters, but I've been watching you for a few years now. I just find it really interesting to watch you as someone with an ED on the opposite side of the spectrum. It's a wholly different experience. With, I'm not going to say the word for Annie, or with Annie, you tend to take pride and delight in the destruction you do to your body. But I feel for you, I don't know you, so I'm just extrapolating here based on what you've put out over the years, that you do genuinely care about your health, that your binge eating is more of a secondary coping than you do despite what you probably understand is best. I assume it's a lot more shameful, and they're both awful to experience. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore, lol. Amberlyn says, this actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, her binge eating is coping with something, which is why she has to have therapy to figure out what it is, and we'll see. Didn't you buy like 5 bags of beef jerky in one haul? If you're only eating a serving at a time and considering having so much extra on hand might make it more tempting and easy to binge, and you have grocery hauls all of the time, so you obviously shop often, wouldn't it make sense to only get a bag or maybe 2 at a time? Amberlyn says, I don't binge on jerky, so it doesn't really bother me. I mean, if she's having, those bags don't hold a lot of servings, so if they're getting groceries for a week, getting 2 or 3 bags, makes sense to me. What did your outpatient team think of you trying and also failing your no takeout challenge? Amberlynn says, my psychologist told me that the no takeout challenge was a bad idea. She said it in a more kinder, professional way than that, but she encourages me to get takeout. This is the only way I will stop binging. Absolutely. I mean, if Amberlynn restricts herself, she's going to go overboard the other way. We've seen that happen time and time again. So I'm not surprised that her psychologist told her to not do it. Notice here that the person asked, what did your outpatient team? And Amberlynn says, my psychologist. So I think at this point she had stopped doing the outpatient program and was just seeing the psychologist. Go outside. Show us what books you're reading, what movies you're watching. Show us making a meal, etc. You've pretty much never shown any of this. At most, you've shown yourself plopped in the car waiting for wifey, the finished meals that wifey has made you off screen. No mention of books or movies. Maybe there was a 2-second clip of you throwing some leaves. That was riveting content, really. Amberlynn says, I literally show these things all the time, lol. Amberlynn has shown us a couple of books that she's reading. She usually tells us that she's watching 90 Day Fiancé. She's been walking Twinkie. She showed us a few simple meals. She's getting better at showing people more. But at the time that this question had popped up, she really wasn't. I think she's trying to get back into the groove of things with her vlogging, and I think she'll get there. You don't show those things, Amber. You show us sitting in the same spot, eating. And when you do show off her stuff, it's so closed off to everything around you that it's not interesting. Just focusing in on you isn't enough. It's why things were doing well when Becky was around. You did things, interacted with people, and showed your home. Amberlynn says, and people hated my videos then too, LMFAO. You guys are never happy with what I film and upload. Even when I was filming nothing but positive shit, like me eating healthy, losing weight each week, showing me walking up and down stairs, I still got hate. And all people ever do is complain. It never ends no matter what I do. So I seem to recall towards the end of last year when she was showing herself eating healthy, exercising, losing weight, she had a lot more likes versus dislikes and a lot more positive comments. So I don't know where she's getting this. She's still got hate. You know, there's always going to be a few people, you know, given her audience size, maybe a couple thousand, that are still just hateful and mean and just don't like her no matter what she does. But I think she needs to take the positives from the people that do enjoy her content and figure out what people want to see and compare that to what she enjoys filming and do videos on that. I don't think you're making a fake life to vlog or that you have to, but all of those things have been shown far and in between, Amber. I'm sorry, this one is a little hard to read because of the way it's written. A lot of your content thus far has been about food and grocery hauls or Amazon hauls. A lot of people love the video featuring Twinkie. People like seeing you go outside. You can't be mad at your audience for wanting to see more or to get to know you better. Not all of us are haters, and you're lumping everyone together, which isn't fair. Amberlynn says, getting to know me better now is just fuel for a lot of people. You have to realize how hard it is for me. YouTube has completely changed me. Once I was able to be myself, but then the hate got so fucking out of hand that I literally slowly stopped showing my true self. The more you get kicked and beat, especially while you're down, it does some damage to you. I can definitely see that being an issue for Amberlynn, but at the same time, I think she needs to just focus on the people that are giving constructive criticism and not just being hateful and mean, and the people giving a little bit of positive feedback of like, hey, we like this, keep doing this, and go from there. Because the people that are just being hateful and mean are just going to keep being hateful and mean no matter what she does. So even if people are trying to get to know her, the people that just don't like her, period, are going to take something negative and run with it regardless. We don't watch you like you're a celebrity. We watch you like a reality show. Does that make sense? Amberlynn says, it does make sense. One thing about reality shows, they don't change for their audience. They stay the kind of show they want to be, live their life, and the right audience will find them. This is what I need to keep telling myself. I want to be accepted for me, even at my worst. This goes for all relationships in my life, and I do believe that my audience and I have a relationship. It is just unfortunate that it is hard to gauge which kind of reaction I will be receiving on what day based on the kind of video I upload. I just want people to let me live. Sure, have an opinion, but harassing me with it will not make me want to listen. Tough love works for some people, but it does the complete opposite for me and always has. Amberlynn strikes me as the kind of person that kind of needs to be coddled and, oh, good job, but let's try a little bit harder. I mean, some people, I guess, are that way. I have a hard time dealing with people like that. I understand that I just can't take negative feedback very well. I totally get that. So some people you have to use, kid gloves, kind of. And I think that's what Amber's expecting. But when you put yourself on the internet like this, it makes it harder to have that happen because a lot of people just do not care. And especially if they're anonymous behind a keyboard, they'll just do whatever they want and they don't care. They really don't. And those kinds of people are the kind of people that you need to ignore, those trolly, just mean kind of people. I never understood the sheer amount of hatred sent your way for your overspending. That kind of spending is one of the first things that tips me off on someone potentially being bipolar, and you literally have a diagnosis and medication. I don't understand what calling you a hoarder. Getting a little sentimental is not the same thing as literally not being able to let anything go. It's supposed to help. If anything, I'd want to give you a little push to try and realize when you're just spending for fun and when it's mania setting in. But in either case, it doesn't make you a shitty person. People with bipolar have literally maxed out credit cards on wild shopping sprees of shit they don't need. Amberlynn says, "Thank you for pointing this out. I have done some true damage during manic episodes, even while taking medication. The medication has helped me tremendously, though, so I'm beyond grateful for that. It sucks to say this because it has become so cliche, but I feel like I get mental health shamed a lot. Being bipolar fucking sucks, and it is scary sometimes. Yes, I love shopping regardless of what mental state I am in, but when I overspend, it is because I am manic. Thankfully, I have been able to stop myself before spending all my money, haha. As for me being a hoarder, I am not sure these people know what a hoarder is. Lol. I buy and get rid of everything. I buy again and get rid of more. This is why my house is so clean and not cluttered. No, I do not have a storage unit, lol. A hoarder, a shopaholic, and a bipolar person all have something in common. Buying. But the rest of the characteristics of these three kinds of people are completely different." Did she get rid of her storage unit? Did she get everything out of it? Because even just like around Christmas, she had a storage unit that had all of her Christmas stuff in it. Did they get all of that out and stick it in that closet she organized recently? I have the hiccups, so this part is going to be a little more difficult to edit. There might be some hiccups left in there, so I apologize. She may get mental health shame by a couple of people, but I think it's because she goes back and forth on whether or not she's been diagnosed with something. And she's self-diagnosed so much that it's hard for people to know when she's actually been diagnosed by a professional and when she's just been, Google diagnosed or WebMD diagnosed by herself. And plus, she doesn't always take her medication like she's supposed to. And people, I think, get a little upset with her about that because it's like she'll be like, oh, I have this and this. And it's like, well, are you taking your medication? I don't know. I can see both sides of this. And a lot of it is Amberlynn doesn't take her medication like she's supposed to. As far as the hoarding and shopping, she does spend a lot of money on things. And she does keep some things. I think a lot of that could have to do with her not having very much as a kid. So if she sees something she wants, she buys it. And I totally understand that. This is a response about somebody responding to Amberlynn saying, when she gets me a cameo request, she does it. And this person says, "That's not true. My boyfriend sent you a request for my birthday just to wish me a happy birthday, and you didn't do it. He requested it twice even." Amberlynn says, "Oh, hey, Grace. Yes, I remember him. Happy birthday, by the way." Heart emoji. "If I cannot fulfill a request in time, you're refunded with a message from me explaining that I wasn't able to do your request in time. Thankfully, that has only happened a couple of times, but 9 times out of 10, the request is fulfilled and delivered." Smiley face. So someone tried twice to get Amberlynn to wish his girlfriend a happy birthday, and she didn't do it. That really sucks, Amber. I mean, if somebody's wanting you to wish someone a happy birthday, I would guess that person is a fan of yours. And yeah, I think that's really kind of shitty, to be honest. I mean, it's like, what the hell else does she do all day? Record herself taking a shower? This is Amberlynn said her favorite meal at Cheesecake Factory was Evelyn's pasta. Somebody responds, ma'am, orange chicken is your brand." Amberlynn says, "I don't like orange chicken." Laughing crying emoji, which that is an absolute lie. "I liked the one at Cheesecake Factory, but they changed the damn recipe or something, but it's no good now." Evelyn's pasta for the win. And a broccoli and pepper emoji. For her to be like, "I don't like orange chicken," when for years she raved about the orange chicken at Cheesecake Factory. This is how people think she's always contradicting herself and lying about things. It's the way she words things. She should have said, "I don't like the orange chicken anymore." Just simply stating, "I don't like orange chicken," it's like, we have a bazillion frickin' clips of you raving and eating the orange chicken. So this is where she gets into trouble with people being like, "You're lying," because it's the way she words things. So if she hadn't added that second sentence about them changing the recipe, it would be like, "What are you talking about?" And that's what usually happens. She doesn't explain herself. Do you see yourself changing positively in any way by the end of this year or the next? Amberlynn says, "Oh, absolutely. It's already happening. I'm trying to figure out my life and be responsible in ways I never have before. I'm trying to improve the parts of me that don't make me live life to the fullest." You know, I am seeing a few positive changes in Amberlynn, and I hope that continues. We'll see, but let's hope she continues. All right, that's all we're going to have for this one. We will cover, there are a few more left in this PowerPoint, but we'll go over it later. I seem to be, I've had some hiccups, I've been coughing. So this one's already going to be a pain in the butt to edit because of that. So I'm going to stop this one here. We've covered quite a few, I don't know how many, and we will cover the rest in the next video. So until next time, be safe and take care.